Sawyer's just hanging out with me while I pack and get ready. Guys, I'm like the happiest girl in the world right now because I'm reunited with my car. I keep it at my brother's house in Connecticut. He uses it to like drive to his internship. He's in grad school right now. And so it's really nice though because it's like so expensive to keep a car in New York. It's like $700 a month. I'm not doing that for my Mazda, and I don't want to drive in the city. So I'm feeling very happy. So we're gonna drive up to Maine from Connecticut. It's like maybe a 5-hour drive. It's really not too bad. And I have my bike in the back, all my stuff. My sweet sister-in-law is coming with me, and we're gonna have the best day. Change from my sneakers into my flip-flops because I hate driving in like closed-toed shoes. I know that's super weird. I don't know, girl, get nervous, my feet get sweaty, just like that. It's kind of hot out today though, so I'm gonna pump up the AC. We just had breakfast. I didn't have much, I just had like coffee and a scone. I don't know why I'm like feeling a little anxious, a little nervous, just normal. And we're just gonna go have ourselves a day. So I'm genuinely so impressed with myself that I packed in this small bag. We have some snacks. These, the best things in the absolute world from Trader Joe's. Some Swedish candy this morning from a cute little market near their house. So these are just sour raspberry fish. And then I love, love, love these diamond bubs. They're so good. So I just got these ones too. Got back to the hotel. We did dinner. We had this really good pizza. It was like a pepperoni hot honey situation, and then of course got a little blizzard from Dairy Queen afterwards. Mini s'mores, my go-to. I think the plan for tomorrow is that the Ironman Village opens at 9 a.m. and then you can start to check in your bike at 9:30 a.m. so try to get there somewhere early in the morning just to have the rest of the day to myself, be able to have like ample time to set up my bike, and then most importantly, because I want to make sure I can get the merch that I want. I feel like I was like one of the last people when I did my 70.3 in Madison, and so slimmer pickings for the merch, and like if I'm not doing it for the merch, what am I doing it for? The athlete briefing as well, so it'll be a really good day tomorrow, and then we're probably gonna just try to do an early dinner, something super simple. And then at the grocery, I just picked up 2 of these Kodiak protein packed oatmeal. This is the peanut butter chocolate chip flavor. It's so good. So I think I'll probably just have both of these race morning, really easy on my stomach. And I know that they like sit well with me. And then I also got Alani's, one for tomorrow morning and then one for race day morning. It's like my little good luck charm. Roller Rabbit jammies that are so comfy, and I'm gonna go to bed kind of early. I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night. I think I had a 50 sleep score, which is not optimal. And then obviously we drove all day.
I feel like it's gonna be so loud. Damn it. I'm so sorry.
All right, loading up. How are we feeling, Janie?
So good.
So good. Nice. I've got my really expensive bike rack here.
Nice.
Cool. Look at that.
Great job.
Sweet. Alrighty. Find Janie's schedule that she has for us today. And we had breakfast. It was continental. It's never a good sign when they have to write, what did it say, fresh eggs?
Natural.
Oh, natural eggs. You don't really want to see, like, you don't want someone to have to qualify that. And we're headed over to the YMCA, which is where Ironman Village is. And I'm gonna get, I don't know if I'm gonna drop off my bike yet, but I need to get all my bib, stickers, check in with the hotel people. Because they have to arrange transportation for tomorrow, allegedly. And of course I have to get my swag. So, all right, see you there. Baby's first Ironman Village.
nervous but excited.
Wow. Can't tell if you're in it or not.
What?
I can't tell if you're in it or not. I'm sure you are.
I'm sure it's fine.
Okay.
Janie almost bought a finisher hat.
Oh, I think I might have fully missed the
No, that's
outside.
okay.
We can redo it.
Okay, we're at the village. All my merch. Now I gotta check in. Thank you, Janie.
Let's go.
I already made 2 mistakes.
No.
Minute to thank the sponsor of today's video, Labcorp On Demand. So excited when Labcorp On Demand reached out to me because I am such a huge believer in moving based off science and data and not just off vibes or random little tidbits that you've read on the internet. There were so many different tests that I could choose from, but I ended up going with the fitness test because obviously I'm at the peak of a training block right now for my full race in October, and I was just really interested in understanding how my body performs best and are there any areas that I can sort of lock in on and work more on, especially when it comes to which biomarkers are relevant when I'm sharing information with my coach specifically, who is working on my training and my nutrition plan. I was able to purchase a test online and it was immediately ordered by a doctor and then sent to a LabCorp near me, and it was so convenient because there was one literally a 5-minute walk from my apartment, so I was able to just go and get it done over my lunch break at work. The entire process was so seamless and I really quickly got the results back, and it was super interesting because it touched on a bunch of different things that I've never been tested for before. And I definitely feel like I'm now equipped to make more informed decisions about everything from what I'm eating to when I'm eating to best support my training. It's testing everything from like your vitamin D levels to your cortisol. So it really just covers the full gamut. And what's really cool is I can take this test 6 months from now, a year from now, years from now, and I can then just compare how the data has changed over time. Again, I really believe that knowledge is power, and so having as much information as possible on yourself is so helpful. And I think so many of us, with all the information that's out there on social media and the internet, are inclined to just sometimes see a random person be like, I like the way they look, or they have a really good race time, and then just try to model everything we do after that person, all the while never necessarily acknowledging or taking into consideration that the way that they best operate may be different than the way that we best operate. So thank you so much again, Labcorp On Demand, for sponsoring this video. And it truly is such a privilege to work with partners where I genuinely love what they do, and I think they're doing something that is so useful and helpful to my own life and hopefully yours as well. For my bike to charge because it was almost dead, and for them to pump up the tires, and in the meantime we're just going to go see where you come into the bike from the swim. It's a pretty significant uphill run, but c'est la vie. Carpeted until you get up to the trail. And we're doing the most important thing of the day, which is getting Jersey Mike's. Go to number 7. Did you go to Mike's way? Of course. I picked up Jersey Mike's order. So I got, I don't know which is which. Doritos. Okay, greatest tragedy is that Jersey Mike's doesn't have Cool Ranch Doritos anymore. I would like to speak to someone at corporate to understand this decision, because Cool Ranch is so far superior to nacho cheese, and also it just is like the perfect flavor pairing with the number 7 Mike's Way. So riddle me that. Genuinely still so fire. Alright, just wrapped my bike, so we're all set to go for tomorrow. 13:51, near the middle, and yeah, I feel like it's honestly a decent spot, kind of middle of the pack, so equidistant to get in and out. just got back from dinner. I took a quick shower and we went to Texas Roadhouse, which I don't think I've actually ever been there before, and it was fire. Total gas, so good. I had barbecue chicken, mashed potatoes with butter, like a ton of butter on everything, which is perfect. Mac and cheese, and then, oh, the rolls. I think I had like 4 of those amazing dinner rolls with the cinnamon butter. It was seriously so delicious. And then we split like one of the brownie sundaes for dessert. And it was kind of the perfect carb load because all the food is, it's not like bland, but it's very simple and it was very carb heavy. So I feel like my stomach is gonna be in a good spot in the morning. I'm gonna pop those 2 Kodiak protein oatmeals. We don't have hot water in the room, so I think I'm just gonna make them like an overnight oat situation and just soak them overnight in the fridge with room temp water. And then those will be really easy to eat in the morning. I'm gonna lay out all of my stuff for tomorrow as well, and then try to wind down and go to bed. I got these Cadence sachets from the feed that I'd heard good things about that are just these sleep hydration electrolyte blends, and it's like magnesium, potassium, sodium, L-theanine. So we're gonna do these. So I'm gonna do a full merch haul obviously later, but I did get the cute Lululemon sweatshirt with all the names on the back. They have Aviator Nation sweatpants, which are my vice, with the little IRONMAN logo at the bottom. I pre-staged everything for tomorrow just to make sure I have all the things. Start off with the swim, so I have my wetsuit, tri-suit, cap, goggles, a honey stinger that I'm going to take before, and then I'm not sure yet if I'm going to wear a sports bra underneath or not. I feel like this is pretty form-fitting. I haven't worn this tri-suit yet either, so TBD if sleeveless is a good or bad idea because of chafing. Always lay out a towel. This is one of these like nice quick dry towels. And then I stage the bike and the run. So for the bike, I have my helmet, which has my number, my little sticker that they give you on the front, sunglasses, of course, bike shoes, and then I have just some socks to wear. I know some people go sockless, but I cannot do that. 2 water bottles, and then in each of these water bottles, I have 2 Morton gels and an electrolyte stick, so there are about 50 grams of carbs in each of these bottles, plus electrolytes. I have my chamois butter, which I just rub all over myself to prevent chafing. This stuff is the best. And then for the run, oh, no, sorry. These are also for the bike. I have 2 honey stingers, a pack of these salt stick gummies, and then I have 2 Go gels, and I'll just stick these in the back of my tri-suit while I'm on the bike. And then for the run, you always want to attach, or at least I always want to attach my bib just to a running belt. I feel like it's the easiest way to keep it on and quickly just throw it on when you are in transition. And in the running belt, I have a few Go gels, and then I have these little more salt stick gummies in here too. Water bottle, handheld for the run. I have a Morton gel in here, so 25 grams of carbs, electrolyte stick, and then I have some salt tabs in here as well. I'm wearing these are the Saucony Elite 3s. I really like these. They're their newest model, I think, for this. We wore these when we were in Berlin, and I just love them. They have a really, really nice bounce on them, and I feel like a half marathon distance is really nice. And then I think I'll probably wear my heart rate monitor. We'll see. I get chafed from this sometimes, so honestly, I might just leave it here. And I think that is kind of the full setup for tomorrow. The only thing I really need to do in the morning is I should have checked, but they didn't give us safety pins in our welcome packets, so I need to locate some safety pins to fasten this to my running belt. But feeling pretty good and organized for tomorrow. Whoa, that's pretty.
Totally.
Whoa, girl.
Totally, man.
Totally cool. Hi, it is 4:27 in the morning. I've been up for a minute here and just eating before we head out. So I have my overnight oats, peanut butter chocolate chip, and then I'm also just doing a quick little English muffin with some butter and honey on top. Have coffee. Shouldn't probably drink water, unfortunately. It's pretty cold out. It's 54 degrees this morning, so it's gonna be a chilly swim. kind of forgot this about when I was in Madison. It started off pretty cold too. I think like the first couple miles on the bike were not the warmest. But yeah, it'll be good. It'll warm up quickly, so heading out. What if I give you my ankle monitor for the swim and you do it for me?
Okay, yeah.
It's down.
I'm drowning.
No, but you're in a wetsuit, so you're buoyant, and also it's downriver, so you're gonna float. Trying to swim over you, slapping.
Do you make a lot of contact with them?
Oh yeah, the worst part is not the slapping; it's when people pull your leg, and that feels
On purpose?
yeah. Sometimes.
Oh my gosh, do you pull legs?
No,
Okay.
I'm not a freak like that.
Okay. I don't know, everybody's got their strategies. Yeah, girl, keep it up. Here you go. Keep going. Woo!
From New York, New York, welcome Elizabeth Pearson.
But I finished. I had a juicy little 30-minute PR, which felt really good. I felt super strong the whole race. It was so fun. I could not recommend the course, the town, the race more. It was beautiful. There was a lot of elevation gain and a lot of climbing, rolling hills during the ride, and it was generally pretty manageable until I would say the last 10 miles. The hills got gritty, and it was obviously a combination of just being fatigued and then steeper hills at the end, but it felt really good. And then the run was strong until like mile 8, and I always seem to get like some intense stomach issue at mile 8, so I had to like stop off to a porta potty, but took care of it. I feel like my fueling strategy was really strong. And then at mile 10 of the run, the most insane hills of your life, the most insane. And so I was really exhausted, but I just kept pushing and reminding myself, like, one foot in front of the other, you're so close. I think it helped. Like, it wasn't ideal that it was at mile 10, but only having 3 miles less sort of helped, like, right size it a little bit, and allowed me to just push, so. It has been a few weeks since I did my race. I posted a full race recap on TikTok pretty immediately afterwards, where I go into a bunch of different details about the course, how I felt, but I wanted to add a little something in here because it was such a good day. And as I talked about at the beginning of the video, right, there were 1,000,001 things that went wrong or that did not go according to plan in the weeks leading up to the race. And that's just life. And I think we are given a very unique opportunity when challenges come to either succumb to them or to rise above them. And I know this seems probably like a very trite and cheesy example of that. Years ago, I probably would have just said like, oh, this is a sign from the universe that this isn't meant to be. And now I'm able to see things as like, no, this is an opportunity for me to show up and to practice flexibility and grit and to really just push through things when they're not perfectly lining up the way that I want them to, because that seldom happens. And I think all of that amounted to me having such a good race day, because the race day genuinely felt like such a celebration. Like, that was the easiest, most seamless part of the whole couple weeks leading up to it. I talked a little bit about this on my Instagram, I think last week, but I often get, I think we all do, caught up in the comparison game, right? So constantly looking at what other people are doing, what are the times that other people have. And so it was so funny, right? I finished the race. I PR'd my race by 30 minutes, which is honestly kind of crazy for that distance, in my mind at least. And then I get home and I'm like, oop, looking at what other people have done. And what does that do for me? That is so unhelpful, doing that without any context. Like, this is the second 70.3 I've ever done. I've been doing triathlon for less than a year now. And this is just the beginning of my journey. Like, and to compare the beginning of your journey to like the middle or the end of somebody else's, or you know what, even the beginning of somebody else's journey, we are all arriving at any sport or anything we do with different abilities and different skills and mindset and like reasons why.
And so you really truly have to run your race. And I was talking to my coach about it too, because I want everything to be perfect now. I want to be the best right now. But I know, even just based on the little tiny sample size that I have of 2 races, that the amount that I learned and the amount of confidence that I gained just from doing one to then doing my second race was huge. Like, so much of my improvement in time was just because I understood how I needed to fuel. I understood kind of where I was sitting in terms of energy, like how much to expend on the swim versus the bike versus the run. Transition time, I didn't need to take, like 15 minutes in a transition. I was okay, but I was okay peeing in my tri-suit instead of trying to like strip down in a porta potty every single time I had to go. And so it just, like, these little things add up over time, and I'm excited to see, like, I don't know, to think of this, because it truly is the beginning of my journey, and to see what I can do a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. And I think that's so fun, particularly because I'm turning 30 in a few weeks, and we're so often fed this, like, your teens and your 20s are going to be the peak of your athletic ability, and that's kind of like the good stuff in life. Like, that is when you're performing at your highest, and I truly believe that the peak of my amateur athletic career, whatever you want to call it, we're just getting started. And I love being in the race and seeing so many amazing athletes who are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, because that's inspiring to me. Like, it's so inspiring to know that I have so much room to grow. I have so much room to improve, and I'm not just gonna get slower. Like, I get to keep laying bricks and getting better and faster. And I just think that's exciting. And I think one of my other big takeaways from the race is, like, how freaking cool are women? There are so many more men than women that do these Ironman triathlons. And I just felt this, like, overwhelming sense of pride and purpose just being there, just showing up and seeing, like, young girls in the crowd, like, cheering on their family members, and then they see that there are girls that are doing this race too. And I just think that's so cool. And every time that I ran or cycled by another woman, like, that we would be like, yes, like, cheering for each other, and just sort of that girlhood and camaraderie, knowing that we are pushing a boundary and we are in a space that is, like, generally typically taken up by men, but we're here and we're crushing it, and we're, like, passing. Like, it's so freaking cool, and I love this sport. I love being a part of it. It's given me so much confidence that I haven't been able to get from anything else, and the lion's share of that is just because it requires you to continue to show up. It requires you to push through hard things, to get uncomfortable, and to just possess, like, you have to possess a level of self-belief to be able to even attempt a race like this, but beat across that finish line. And so it was an incredibly special day. If you want the full race recap, it's on my Instagram and my TikTok. And I think I might make a video too where I go a little bit more in depth about things, because it was like 8 minutes long. I could definitely make it like 30. But I mean, what an amazing weekend. And if you are considering doing the 70.3 in Maine next summer, like, could not recommend it more. So thank you all so much for watching. I gooped and gagged you all, like, I don't know, sit down and watch me. So much of my training journey has been about watching other women on YouTube who inspire me in sport. And I hope that when you watch my videos, like, the biggest thing you can take away is that, like, why not you? You are so capable of doing things that scare you and challenge you and push your body. And just because you haven't done it before doesn't mean that you're not capable of getting it done. And I love you all. Yeah, I mean, freaking full Ironman on deck. I'm so excited about my full race after the 70.3, because I know I have it in me. And I love you, and I hope you have the absolute best week.